Hello, everybody. Guys, welcome to Rekindle Blessings. My name is Beth. This is my page, and today, y'all, we are on WoodUbend. So come in and hang out with me, you guys, and let's make something fun. I've got some really cool things to show you guys today, and I think you're going to love what I've got to show you. It's a lot of fun, something new. We can't do that. We can't do that. Let's see, who do we have in here today? Let me see if I can find some comments. Hello, Janet. How are you, friend? Okay, there's Jerry. Hello, Miss Jerry. How are you today? Welcome in, my friends. All right, you guys, I've already put a coat of Slick Stick on here. I'm going to dry this while we're waiting for everyone to come in. Good morning, Jerry. Hello, Anita. Hello. Thank you for spreading those blessings. Guys, if you would do me that favor and send this out there far and wide, I'd truly appreciate it. Hi, Lori Parks. Hello, Mindy and Ruby Moss and Lynn Forehand. Hello, Anita. Thank you for sprinkling, y'all. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Hello, Sandy Stanley from Virginia. How are you, friend? Hello, Ann. Ruby, thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Miss Kay. Thank you for setting up my link to my WoodUbend. I appreciate that. Hello, Joanne and Mindy. Thank you for sprinkling. There's my friend Grace. Hello, Grace. How are you? Thank you, sister. I curled it today. Hello, Mary Lou. Thank you, Nancy. Hi, Lisa. And Miss Norma. Thank you guys so much for spreading those blessings. That is so important, y'all. Right now, especially, I don't know if you guys know, but Mr. FB is not sending us out like he used to, you guys. So when you do that, it really helps. Hello, Deborah and Deb Worley and Joey and Barker. I'm on my phone and Jen on my iPad. Awesome, Judy. Hello, Monroe. Debbie, thank you for spreading those blessings. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to tell you all, I will go back later and slick stick the bottom of this and paint the bottom of it because it is a silver tray. You guys, I picked this up at a garage sale for 25 cents. For 25 cents. So we're going to make this look like $1 million compared to 25 cents. Well, I don't know about $1 million, but you know what I'm saying. Hi, Cookie. Hello, Mary Jo Calvin. How are you, girl? Hello, Angela and Mary Lou. Okay. All right, y'all, that is dry. Okay, I've got some fun stuff to show y'all today. This is the new products line through Posh Chalk. Sully Joe has come up with some amazing ideas, you guys, because you guys know how I use the chalk paste, which, hang on, let me show you guys what it looked like. It still looks like this, but this is just one of the chalk paste. You guys have seen me use this, right? The metallic chalk paste where I put water in it and make it into a paint. Well, okay, this is the same thing as this, but this is mixable. You guys can mix your own colors. So we are going to play with this today, and we're going to mix some colors. After I pop this out of here. I got a frog in my throat this morning, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me. Okay, let me grab this here. Hello, Wanda. Hi, Ray. How are you? Going to the doctor right now. We'll follow up. Okay, you broke your leg. Oh, my goodness. God bless, Ray. I hate that girl. Hello, Angela. Or guy. I don't know why I called you a girl, but I really hate that, Ray. I hope you get to feeling better. Hello, Wanda. And I'm just going to pull some of this out, you guys, because we're not going to use all of this, of course. We're going to mix us a beautiful color. And if I have any left over, we'll definitely use it. So I can mix a nice, healthy amount. I have more of this coming, so I'm super excited about it because I've been playing with it, you guys. Good morning, Gloria. Hello, Dorothy. Before you got there. Oh, Terry, I hate that. I hate that, sister. I would have loved to have met you. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. All right, this is called Color Kicks. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Teresa. It's rainy. It's rainy here, too. This is called Color Kicks, okay? She has got a line of all different colors. This is called Mocha Delight. And I will show you guys the other colors, or I will tell you the ones I have. I don't know why I've got the frog, y'all. Okay, we're going to put a few drops. I think I'm going to use about 8 drops of the Mocha Delight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and the reason you want to count your drops in case you have to mix this again, at least you'll know how many drops you used. Hello, Gail. All right, we're going to go ahead and mix it up, you guys. But we're going to add a little something else once we get this blended in. And you want to mix this really, really good, because that way your color gets completely mixed into the white. Give it a good mix here. And do you see it's changing the color of this lovely paste? Pray for me, I have a colonoscopy. I sure will. I sure will, Angela. I had one of those not too long ago. And if you've never had one, they're not that bad. They're not bad. The prep is worse than anything else. But yes, I will be praying for you, friend. Hi, Gail. How are you? Hello, Miss Christy Kemp. How are you? All right, you guys can see the color that we've made. It's kind of a creamy, chocolatey color. It's a light color, which I'm going to add more of that color to it as well. I just add a little bit at a time until I get what color I want, because I don't want to over color it. Hi, Melissa. How are you, friend? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're adding 8 more. Okay, and that should be good because I'm going to add other stuff in here as well. So this will darken it just a little bit more. I want a rich color is what I'm wanting, a rich brown color. Okay, y'all can see this is starting to darken up a little. And I'm going to add just a tad. When I say a tad, no, actually I'm not. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Okay, we get this good and mixed up. Y'all see that? It's pretty. Hello, Sandy Hall. How are you, friend? Hello, Cheryl Rock. Okay, you guys, we have new pigments as well. When I say pigments, you guys know what I'm talking about. The powder stuff you see me use all the time. Y'all, I'm going to take some of this and add right into my paint. I never do that with anything, you guys, but we're going to try this today. And then I want to add a smoky charcoal. We have the smoky charcoal as well. That's brown alloy, and this is called smoky charcoal. We're going to add that in as well. We're going to have some sparkle to our paint, you guys. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. And we're just going to take it and mix that in as well. We're playing today, you guys. We're playing today. And you've seen it here, y'all. You've seen it right here on Rekindle Blessings. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm kidding. Okay. And that's darkening this up as well a little bit. And I'm not seeing the sparkle as well as I did last time. Hold on, y'all. We'll get it. We'll get it. You're going to have to work with me this morning. It's going to take me a little bit to get it where I want it. Hi, Linda. Headed out for the echocardiogram. All right, Mary Jo, you be careful and you have a blessed day, girlfriend. We'll be praying for you. We'll be praying for you. Okay. Let's see what we got here now, you guys. Okay. Let me see if I can see my sparkle. Not as much as I would like. Okay, let me think what I did here, you guys. I can't remember exactly what I did to get this dark color. We're going to just try a little bit of this patina. This is a black, jet black patina. It is water-based. I'm going to add just a tad of this to it, you guys. I don't think this is what I did last time, but you know what? We're playing, so why not? We're playing, so why not? Let's just mix and mix and mix until we get where we want to be. Hi, Linda Wells. We're just going to mix this in as well, you guys, to make our colors. Because I did not get a black, and I know there's a black one of this, but that will help make that a little darker. And I'm going to mix some more patina in here as well, y'all. Or not patina, but some more color kicks. Hello, Pamela. And how much for all those cutouts? I will send the cost when he lets me know. Oh, Deborah, he has been sending out. Randy is not here right now. He is working outside the house, so he's sending them as he can. But he's been working outside the house and trying to do both jobs. So if you'll give him just a little bit, he will get that to you, my friend. He'll get that to you, Deborah. I will write your name down, honey. He's been sending out what he can when he's here. But like I said, he's been doing 2 jobs. So if you would just be a little patient with him, we'd appreciate it. Okay, now we're getting where I wanted to be, y'all. We're getting a little darker here. I'm gonna add just a tad more. I didn't think I added this much, but maybe I made a smaller amount. Maybe that's what it was. Good morning, Denise. How are you, friend? And Pamela. Yeah, now we're getting where we want to be. I want that to be a darker brown is what I'm wanting. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of the sparkle because I want this to sparkle, you guys. I want it to sparkle. I'm not seeing much sparkle in there, so we're going to add a little more sparkle. Not that one, not this one. This is the brown alloy, or the bronze alloy that I'm adding in here. We are playing chemist this morning. We are mixing because I want this tray to have a little bit of sparkle to it. And this is just going to help it sparkle. And believe it or not, it does work, you guys. Believe it or not. You will see a sparkle in this. Or it did last time anyway. I'm not seeing a lot of sparkle. But that's okay. We're going to work it anyway. Hello, Heather. Good morning from Tupelo, Mississippi. Hello, my friend. Good morning, Pamela. Hi, Heather. All right, you guys, we are going to use this to put onto our tray. This isn't the exact color I was after, but it's okay. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Okay, I need a brush, and I'm thinking we're going to use our Posh Chalk brush. You've got a job for him too, Deborah, huh? That's funny. That man works all the time. Let me write your name down, though, Deborah, because I'm an airhead, and I will forget. Deborah Haskell. D-E-B-O-R-A-H-H-S-A-L-L-E-L-L. Okay, gotcha, Deborah. I will definitely ask him, sister. I will definitely ask him. All right, I see that sparkle coming through now, y'all. Okay, what I want to do, you guys, I'm going to take and I'm going to add just a tad. I'm going to pull this out. And we're going to add a tad of water to this as we go because I'm going to make it into kind of like a paint. So let me grab myself another little spatula here, and we're just going to dip some of this out because I don't want to waste this if we're not using it. Okay, I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to add a little bit of water. And this is a lot softer than the other stuff I used because I've already softened it by stirring it and stuff. So we're going to add just a little bit of water to this. And the last time I didn't even add water, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Let's see, I found a dark area in that. I hope that's not going to make a difference in the color on both of these. Okay, there we go. You guys can kind of see that, how it's stirring in and making it more like a paint instead of a paste. You guys, these new things that they've come out with are absolutely beautiful. Hi, Falme. How are you? Good morning. Miss Natoya, how are you, friend? Natanya, that's how you say it, Natanya. Absolutely terrific. God bless you and Randy. Always watch. Oh, thank you, my friend. You're so sweet. Bless your heart. Okay, we're good and soft there now, you guys. We can start putting it on our tray. I'm just going to get a bunch of it on my brush here, and we're just going to start brushing it on. Look at that beautiful color, y'all. Look at that beautiful, rich color. And it does have sparkle, you guys. It does have the sparkle. It's going to be pretty. We may have to do a couple of coats because I may have thinned it too much, but that's okay. It's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this, and before I put the second coat, we're going to add some WoodUbend. We're going to add some WoodUbend. Got a little dark color in that. I don't like that, how I did that, but that's okay. Do y'all see that pretty color? It's going to be gorgeous, y'all. It's going to be gorgeous. And you guys can mix your own colors. You can add any other of the colors to the brown. You can add the brown to like red or green to darken them up. You can use the black. You can make all different colors, y'all. All different colors. But isn't that gorgeous, you guys? I love this color. And it's going to sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to add another coat, but that's okay. That's okay, because I didn't put my WoodUbend on yet as well, so we're good. Okay, let me dry this. Good morning, Pat. How are you? Hello, Terrell, how are you, girl? Jenny Porter, how are you, girlfriend? And Miss Gail. I am feeling a little bit better, sister. A little bit better. I'm still kind of yucky, but I am feeling better. Hello, Pat. Good morning, traveling girl. Girlfriend, I'll tell you what, we have been lately. Hello, Julie and Rebecca. There's Tom and Krista. Thank you. It is going to be, oh, you guys, it's starting to sparkle. I'm so excited. That's what I wanted, was a sparkle. This is what I've been working on. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And this color did turn out the way I wanted it, y'all. It dries darker than it was. Look at that, you guys. Holy moly, this is going to be gorgeous. Oh, Gloria, I hate that. Hello, Lori, or Laura, how are you, friend? And Darla, how are you? Oh, you guys, I got to show y'all this up close. I don't know if you guys can see this sparkle. It's going to have to take another coat. You'll see the paintbrush lines in it, but I want you to see the sparkle. Actually, hold on. I'll show it to you guys whenever we do the next coat. That way it'll be a nice surprise. And I was worried about my color not being the same. But see, here's the colors I practiced on, y'all. This is on cardboard. But see, that's almost the same color. We did good. We did good. It's in the same family, so we did good. Hi, Kayla. Oh, girl, I am a kid in a candy store. When it comes to my WoodUbend, I just get so excited. I truly do, y'all. This is my favorite segment of the week. Well, I do it twice a month, but it's my favorite. It's my all-time favorite. Yes, this is the one I got at the flea market this weekend. Can you guys see the sparkle in that? You probably can't yet, but you will. Just give me a minute. All right, you guys, I have this here WoodUbend, which is $7.45. This is the one because it's a smaller roll, but you guys can see the number. It is WUBTR 745, and this is 0.1 because it's smaller, but this is just 745. So we're going to put this on here, and we're going to also use a smaller trim on the inside. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, friend? Yes, this is one of the trays I got at the flea market. Or no, actually, this is not one I got at the flea market. I lied. I got this at a garage sale this weekend. I will show you guys all the trays and stuff tonight, or maybe a little later on today. I'll go and show you all my new stash. Hi, Mitzi. How are you, friend? Hello, Elizabeth. I think I already said hi to you. Gloria says she's blurry, but I can see it. But I can see her and hear her. I don't know, Lorraine. That doesn't make sense. Why Miss Gloria's having trouble. Can someone tell Miss Gloria to go out and come back in so that maybe she will see that? I don't know if she can see me or not. Maybe that'll help her. Okay. Hi, Margaret. Thank you, girl, for sprinkling. I stand up when I get excited. Y'all notice that? You're okay now? Okay, sister. All right, y'all. This is going to be, we're going to put this around this outer rim here like this. Because, and I'm just going to kind of go around and I'm going to measure how much I need to cut off before we start putting this on here. We may have to reheat. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just going to go around and see what all I'm going to need here, because I know I'm not going to need the whole bunch here. Okay, and I'm going to cut it a little long just in case we don't want it to be too short. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of a longer cut so that we have room for error. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way because we don't need that extra. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting my glue on my tray, you guys. I'm going to put it on my tray instead of putting it on the WoodUbend, because this spreads so easily that I think it'll be okay just to stick it here, and we can clean what we make a mess out of with a paintbrush. You guys, WoodUbend has its own glue now, so this is going to be really cool to use it as well. I haven't received it yet, but it is a lot thinner, and they say it's a whole lot better than using this because it is it dries rock solid. And I love the idea of that. Okay, that's what I want to do with that, you guys. I'm going to take a paintbrush around and just kind of lay that down a little bit. SpongeBob Jingle Pants. Who's SpongeBob Jingle Pants? SpongeBob Jingle Pants. That's Randy, huh? No, I don't know who that is, to be honest. All right, I'm just going to kind of spread this out. That way when I lay this down, it will cover my whole piece of trim here. Okay. All right, this is starting to harden, y'all, so we're gonna have to dry again real quickly. Or not dry, but heat. This hair piece is pretty good as far as heating pretty quickly. Hi, Doris. Where did I get Slick Stick? I got it at the local flea market, but you can get it from Dixie Belle. Slick Stick is no longer, but there's a new thing called Bonding Boss, and it is replacing Slick Stick because they retired Slick Stick. So you will have to get Bonding Boss or Bond Boss, but it's through, you can get it through Dixie Belle. Miss Sully Joe needs to come up with her own primer for these things, which I'm going to talk to her about that. Okay, let's put this on here. This should be soft enough, I'm hoping. It may not be, I don't know, we'll see. We're just going to start laying it on here, and if we have to dry it some more, we can. But I'm just going to lay it down here. And it doesn't really matter where you start when it comes to this because you're going to have to cut it regardless. So we're going to match that up as good as we can. And I think we're going to have to put the dryer at it again. It's starting to stiffen on me a little bit. But that's what happens, you guys. It gets a little stiff. And I'm having to work it here. Let's get this heated up a little bit more. Have I tried it? No, Jody, I have not. But as soon... Hi, Jody. Here's my friend Jody. I met Jody down there this weekend. She's such a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. I love her so much. God bless you, sister. But no, I have not tried it. But as soon as I do, as soon as my Slick Stick's gone, I will be getting it. And I will give you guys my honest opinion of it. But right now, I can't say I have tried it because I have not. But I know that everybody says it's really good. They say it's better than Slick Stick. Now, whether it is or not, I don't know. That's what I've heard. A thin layer of glue is enough to... Yes, a thin layer is more than enough. You can see the glue that I have poking out. I'm going to clean that up as soon as I get done here. Okay, here we go. Just going to take that on around. The warmer this is, the better it lays. You can get it to kind of, you can manipulate it easier if it's warm. And you can get it to where you want it. Okay, I'm going to lay this here and I'm going to cut. I'll try my best to get this to meet up good. And if it doesn't, we will heat it again and we'll give it a good stretch. Because you can stretch this stuff really well. Okay, that should be good, you guys. We got it laying down there. And that met up almost perfect. Holy cow, that met up almost just exactly where it should be. That makes me happy. Very happy. All right, y'all, this is on a tray. Look at the difference that made instead of that flat surface. This is going to be gorgeous, you guys. It is going to be gorgeous. I hope, anyway. I keep saying that, but I got to hope it's going to be because I don't know for sure. Hello, Sandra. How are you, friend? And I'm just taking a little bit of water and a little bit of, on this paintbrush, and I'm just kind of pulling up the excess glue. And I usually use a baby wipe to wipe the glue off of here, and then I'll just go back in my water again. Just like that, and then I'll just pick it off there and then go back in the water, and it will pull all that glue right off there with that water. And see how it's wiping up? All that excess glue, we don't need all that. It's not too pretty, but this works wonders with the glue. Oh, thank you, Lori Hersey. Hi, Cindy. There's my friend Queeby's Little Bits and Bobbles. How are you, girl? I had a great time with her and with, guys, I'm telling you, everybody down there we had so much fun with. Now, there was a few that I didn't get a chance to talk to. They pretty much stayed at the hotel and stuff, but all of us went and ate. A lot of us girls went and ate and just had so much fun. Okay, you guys can see where we've taken off all that excess glue. Okay, let going to give this a good push down one more time, and then we're going to give it a final dry or heat, because what this is going to do, hi Bonnie, Miss Bonnie was down there. Thank you, Terrell, I appreciate you. You're planting more flowers. Miss Barb, you love your flowers, don't you, sister? I've got to get myself out into my yard and get my pool ready and get all my flowers around it ready and out in the front yard. Y'all, I haven't done nothing but mow my lawn since I came back. That's all I've done. Oh, I've just been so busy with everything. When we leave, everything gets behind, so we have to hurry, hurry, hurry. Yes, your glue will dry clear, Monroe. It will. But I'm going to go over the glue anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're going to go over this one more time. We're going to hit this with some paint. So my second layer of paint's going to go on here now over the top of this. So I'm just going to grab my paint up again, same paint we just made, and we're going to go over the top here. And we're just going to make this part of this tray where you can't see this WoodUbend other than the form of it. And this is just going to become part of our tray. And it takes a minute to get down all the little grooves and the nooks and crannies and all the good stuff. But look how pretty that's going to be, you guys. Oh, thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. This is Touchstone and this is Touchstone, and the rest are paparazzi. The rest are paparazzi. They're just cheap little bracelets, but I love them. I love my paparazzi. That way, if it gets yucky or if it, you know, if you can't find it or whatever the reason is, you don't have to worry too much because the paparazzi is reasonably cheap. I have some bracelets coming from my sister-in-law that she does paparazzi, and I bought some bracelets off her not too long ago. They're pink. I can't wait to get them. Okay, you see what that's doing, y'all? Look how beautiful that's going to be. Is that not going to be gorgeous? I'm so excited about this. Please do a fine crackle over the transfer. Yes, you can, Margaret. You sure can, friend. I have. More than once. More than once, my friend. I have. You can fine crackle over pretty much everything. You sure can, girly. And you guys, I think I'm going to resin this as well. I do like all my trays resined, and I think this will be beautiful resined. It's not wanting to lay down right there. I need to give that a push. There we go. And what doesn't lay down, we can always go back in with a little bit of wood filler and put it in on this. And I know you guys are thinking wood filler on a silver tray, but you can. You can, y'all. There's things that you would not think that you could do on these silver trays because we've never tried it. But I've tried a lot of those things, and they do work. I'm being noisy. You're a pop. I love their stuff. I do. My sister-in-law is, and I thought about becoming one myself because I love their stuff so much. I'm a jewelry girl. I love me some jewelry. I think jewelry is just about like doing trays and stuff like that. That you like your accessories. I'm an accessory girl. Okay, y'all, look how pretty that's starting to be. Starting to be pretty. We may have to do 3 layers of paint, you guys. I didn't think we was going to have to, but we might have to. Trying to get down those nooks and crannies because sometimes I find it hard to get down into the WoodUbend. That's why I'm using this brush because it's kind of got a pointy end on it. I have to grab a smaller brush and try to get down in there. There we go. That's looking much better. You're an accessory queen? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love my accessories as well. That's the best, isn't it? It depends on the day, though, and it depends on how I feel, because there's some days I just don't feel like doing much at all, but then other days I'm like, yes, please, let's get beautiful today. And when you put on all the things, you can be beautiful. You don't have to have them, though, to be beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Okay, Let me see here what we got, y'all. Let's see what we got. And we may have to, like I said, put another coat. I don't know for sure. But it looks pretty good to me. Y'all see that? Look how gorgeous that is, you guys. Did that not make the most beautiful color on that tray? And I love the trim. The trim just does nothing but make it more beautiful, I think. And I think it makes it more beautiful than what it was. See, there's a spot right there I didn't get painted. And I'll have to go back and look for spots. Thank you, Pamela. Hi, Paula. Jory left me. Saying that your sister-in-law's website. No, okay, Barb. I had it on the page, sister, a couple weeks ago. But yes, I will let you know, honey. She would love that. She had a beautiful pink bracelet that she was doing. I don't know if it was for Mother's Day or what it was for, but she was doing something with it. And I put it on the page so everybody would have a chance to get one, but it was a limited amount of time that you could buy that one. Hi, Deborah. Oh, I hate that, Deborah. That's so sad. Makes me sad, friend. Oh, you guys, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how pretty this is. Okay, I've got a little spot right here that I'm not liking. We're just gonna go right back over the top of it with our paint. I'm not liking the way it looks like the paint almost didn't get mixed in that spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and run over it again. Same here. You guys, this is really pretty. Very, very pretty. See, that's got a dark in it right there too. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. I got to eyeball, make sure I got all of my trim painted. You guys, this is so pretty. I don't know if it's going to show you guys. I buy $2 and $300. Okay, Barb, that's awesome. I will definitely let her know. I'll let you have her site. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me know, you guys, in the comments if you can see the sparkle on this, okay? It's a very light sparkle. It has got like a shimmer to it. Do you guys see the shimmer? Do you see the shimmer? Let me know in the comments, y'all. I think this is gorgeous. Okay, let me put my brush in the water here. Yes. All right, I'm so glad you guys see it. I didn't know if you could or not. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Isn't that beautiful? Look at that shimmer. It's so pretty. Holy moly, y'all. Now you guys see what you can do with the color kicks. Isn't it amazing? Okay, now what I want to do, let me close this up so I don't make a mess of it. A little bit, you can see the shimmer. Jody, I promise you, in person, it is super shimmery. It's beautiful. I love it, you guys. I love it, love it. Okay, what I'm wanting to do is there's a bronze alloy. This is the color that you're seeing shimmer. I'm going to take this and we're going to stencil onto our tray. So I'm going to make me up some bronze alloy real quick. I'm just going to use the bronze alloy. I'm going to put it right here inside here. Okay. I ordered another bottle of this. I love this so much, y'all. I can't see it very good, but I love WoodUbend. Oh, Deborah, I wish you could see it, sister. It's beautiful. All right, and we're going to add a little bit of Posh Pigment Infuser. I'm just going to drop it in there. Okay. We may need to add more. I don't know, but I won't know until I mix it. So let me find me a small brush to mix with here. This right here will work. I'm just going to mix it up. I may need to add more. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more. It's kind of dry. Okay. Okay. Ooh, may need to add more still yet, you guys. I added more of the alloy than I thought I did. But that's okay. We can put a lid on this and use it later. So it's not going anywhere. And if you want to darken this up a little bit, if you don't want it to be so bright, you can add a little bit of the darker colors to this. Look at that beautiful color, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the bronze alloy, which my favorite color is the pale gold. This is just a tad darker than the pale gold, so I really like this. I really like the alloy. Okay, that looks good to me, y'all. Look how beautiful. Look at that, how that's going to look together. Tell me, what kind of paint did you use? Oliveras, I used the chalk paste It's a mixable chalk paste through my WoodUbend tab. And I used the bronze alloy. And then I added a little bit of the smoky charcoal. But you mix your own paints. And that's why I love this here, you guys. It's amazing. Okay, here is the stencil we're going to use, you guys. We're going to put the fleur-de-lis in the center of this. Thank you, Miss Kay. I love my WoodUbend, you know. And if you love something as much as I love the WoodUbend line, you work hard and make it beautiful because you love it so much. And it just makes me want to work with it because it is just gorgeous and it's my favorite. All right, I'm going to cut this stencil, you guys, because I can cut this and I can still use this stencil once I cut it. So I'm just going to snip it right here, just like this. And I will still be able to use all the elements. I'm just going to snip right around that edge there. Okay. Because it's just going to make it easier for me to use. So I'm just snipping the little tiny edges here. And I may have to repaint a little bit of this. I don't know if this will scratch off with me doing this. There we go. Okay. We'll pull that out of the way. We can save that part. And then we have this right here. You love the stencil? Okay. I'm just going to lay that right down in the bottom of there, y'all. Right down in the bottom. Okay. You know what, you guys? See, I can't decide. Do I want to do it long ways? Or do I want to do it? I think I want to do it like this. I think I want to do it like this because it looks more, I don't know, it just looks better, I think. Now, I'm trying to straighten this out here exactly where it goes. And it's probably going to be crooked anyway because everything I do is crooked. But let me get my little tape measure. Look here, my friend from Nicole Pro's Sparkle Junkie gave me this one, y'all, when we went down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from 0 right there. Okay, so it's almost 7. 0 right there. Okay, we're good. You think I'm going to do it this way, Miss Kay? That's the way I'm going to do it. You like it the way it is? Okay, that's how we're going to do it. All right. You know what? Better yet, hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on a minute. Let me measure this all the way across. I'm going to go 0 to, we're going to say almost 16. So we want 8 in the center. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, we're good. That's where we're going with it. All right, let me grab just a tad. Well, maybe not. There it is. Let me grab just a tad of tape just to make sure it stays still. Looks like pewter. Thank you, Kelly. Now, y'all, this may peel the paint off. I don't know whether it will or won't, but I'm going to just kind of lay that there. It shouldn't, but if it does, we can always repaint it, so it's no big deal. I'm going to lay that there because I want to make sure this doesn't move while I'm trying to stencil it. Okay, and I'm going to use, I was going to use this, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to use a stencil brush. We're just going to use a small stencil brush because I'm afraid that I will mess this up, and I don't want to mess it up, y'all. Grab a plate here. I'm just going to kind of offload a little bit. And we're going to just go in and go after it. Let's just go after it, you guys. In worst case, if we get bleed throughs, we can clean it up. That's not a problem. Okay. You guys, this is going to be so beautiful. I'm so excited. And you can tap it if you don't want to have bleed through. If you want to tap, you can tap. You can swirl if you want to swirl. It's whatever, however you do your stenciling. And this is just going to make that sparkle really come out, or the shimmer. But it's not overly done. That's what I love about it. And if you want to do the 4 dots, you can do the 4 dots. I'm not going to do the 4 outer dots. I'm just going to do the fleur-de-lis and the dots in the middle of the fleur-de-lis. Okay, let me get just a little bit more. I'm going to offload a little bit. You love that color, Sandy. I'm so glad you guys like it. That makes me happy. And then what we could do is we could go in with the gold and we could go around this with a small skinny brush. Okay, y'all ready for the, you use a pouncer? Awesome, you can do that. You can do that, yes, for sure. Now this might pull the paint off, I don't know. No, it didn't, good. Let's see here. Get that Loosened up there. There we go. All right, you guys, here we go. Oh, you guys, look how pretty this is. Look at that, you guys. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm so excited, y'all. That looks so pretty. Can you imagine once we get the resin on here, how beautiful this tray is going to be? It's going to be so pretty. So pretty. Now, I do have a spot right there that needs touched up. Let me grab me a brush here and this here, because we don't want to leave anything undone. But once we put a clear coat on this, it should not do that. Okay. Thank you, Monroe. I appreciate you, sister. All right, you guys. Now what I'm going to do is, you know, you could take Rub and Buff or whatever it is and go around your edges. I'm going to use this gold. We're just going to use the gold that I already have mixed up. This is a, like I said, this is a Posh Chalk Bronze Alloy. And we're just going to kind of go, what color did you paint the tray? Sheila, it is the new colors from WoodUbend. It is the mixable. And I mixed this color. And you guys can see where I'm just kind of touching it with the paintbrush. We're just highlighting those areas. Okay, I'm not getting just barely any on my brush at all. And then I'm wiping it down. You guys can see where I'm wiping it down. There's hardly anything on my brush. And I'm just kind of rolling it across and just flicking at this. I'm not pushing hard, just kind of flicking at it, because what that's going to do is bring out that beautiful color. You guys, I was almost changed my project this morning. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I had this laid out last night, and then this morning I got out and I thought, nope, I'm not going to do it. And I'm glad I finally decided to do it, because it is coming out the way I wanted it to. It's gorgeous, you guys. Gorgeous. Can you mix it with water? Yes, Linda, I did mix it. I did add some water. This here, no, you cannot mix with water. I wouldn't think you could. I've never tried it, but it was made to mix with Posh Pigment Infuser. But I think if you mixed it with water, it probably wouldn't stay on. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried it. Could not tell you. Okay. Look how gorgeous that is, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to get some bad storms down there. Sheila, I don't know if we are or not, sister. I just know that it's been kind of today. The sun is not shining for sure. Y'all, I'm going to do this outside border in this color as well, just to add a little more bronze to this. This is called Bronze Alloy, and that's what we're going to use all the way around. Normally I would use, you guys know that I use a gold paint, but this is just going to be something a little extra. It's going to take it over the top, I think. Thank you, guys. Is there a good way to get old labels off of bottles? Monroe, I usually soak them in the sink, and then you can use alcohol. Alcohol will kill the labels sometimes as far as the stickiness, or you can actually take and add some heat to them, and heat does it as well. I would try the heat method first. If that doesn't work, then I would soak them. That's what I do anyway. I don't know what everybody else does, but that's what I do. Maybe somebody else might have a better idea than I do. But yeah, I have some bottles I got to get stuff off of as well. I bought some big jugs down in, when we were down in Jasper. So I've got to clean them up. They're gallon-sized jugs of wine jugs is what they are. Heat them up. See, there you go. Miss K even says, heat them up. That's what I always try the heat first. And if I have trouble with the heat, then I will add alcohol. And if that doesn't work, then they go to the sink and I soak them. But yeah, heat usually always works. Yeah, I hope we don't have bad storms, because Mr. Randy's not here and I don't want him to be out in this. He's painting outside today, you guys. And I don't see how he's still painting, though, because it is so yucky out here. And they're not that far away, or it didn't seem like they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. I feel like the fleur-de-lis needs something going around it, you guys. Do we need a darker or a lighter color? I'm thinking darker maybe to make it stand out. We need to outline it with something, is my thoughts. Let's see, WD-40 works for labels. I use Goo Gone. Sister took me antiquing yesterday for my birthday. Oh, yay, that's awesome, Monroe. I love that. You tell your sister and your mom I said hello. I'm excited for you. I love finding antique bottles and stuff. That's always fun. I don't like paying a lot for them, though, and it seems like in the antique stores, they've been super expensive lately, the ones that I've ran into. And, I mean, I don't mind paying a little for them, but I don't want to pay too much. Okay, there we go. What do y'all think? You liking that all right? Okay. Try your attached stencil for one on each side. It's too big, Deborah. I done checked it, sister, before we went live. I done checked it, girlfriend. It is too big. I wish it wasn't. You repainted a duck. Awesome. Okay, and see, I got these little lids, and these will last weeks in this, so I can reuse this on another project. What changes are coming to your page if I have missed it, Kathy? Kathy, we're going to start doing shorter lives, and we're going to start doing some more cooking. There's just a lot of things. I haven't said anything yet about it, but those are some of the things. Look at that, you guys. Isn't this gorgeous? I am so proud of this one, y'all. That's really pretty. Okay, I want to do a dark color. I'm thinking maybe black. Just around the outside. So, hello, JoJo. How are you, friend? Is coming a downpour there, Sheila? How is JoJo today? I hope you're doing well. I've lost my glue, you guys, and here's the lid. Oh, here it is. It's over here behind this thing. I just got to get that on there before it dries out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, sister, it's not changing that much. It's going to be the same. I promise you. It's not changing that much. I was just letting y'all know a little bit, you know, about what's going to go on. But honestly, you're not going to see that big of a change. You're not going to see that big of a change, my friend. It's not going to be enough that it really even matters, to be honest. I always like to let you guys know ahead of time what's going on, because I don't want you guys to get upset about those things. But I was trying to find, I have a brush like this one that is longer, and that's what I'm trying to find. You guys, it's like finding a needle in a haystack sometimes. I'm telling you, I got so many brushes. So many brushes. That's not the one I'm after. Isn't this terrible? There, is that it right there? No, that's not the one, but we'll use this one. Okay. That's not the one, but we'll try to use this one. Mostly going to add cooking to the page. Yes, mostly going to add cooking. Yes, that's the main thing. That is going to be my new thing that we do. We're going to do some cooking. Everybody has asked, so that's what we're going to incorporate into the page, because when everybody asks for stuff like that, I like to give them what they ask for, or I try to give them what they ask for. This is just black, you guys. It's just an acrylic paint. Maybe line the WoodUbend on the inside with black. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm not doing the WoodUbend. We can actually put a, shadow on this with some patina. So we may do that as well. Okay, let me get a little bit of water, because I like to use a little water in my paint when I am doing thin lines, because what this does is it will make your paint spread easier, so that when you're lining something, if you use a little bit of water, it will make your paint flow easier onto your project. So always add just a little bit of paint, or a little bit of water, because it makes it flow easier. Is Mr. Randy here? Hi, baby. How are you? I miss you. Is it raining up there, babe? It's pouring here. If it wasn't for you guys saying hi to Mr. Randy, I would have never known he was here. Okay, I will straighten this out a little bit better here in just a little bit, you guys, but I want to get dark on here. And you can always touch up with your two colors if you make a mistake. Okay, see how the black makes it stand out just a little bit? That's what we're wanting. Hi, Cookie. Adding more cooking. Yes, I don't understand what she is talking about. Change. We're talking about my page, you guys. My regular everyday page. We're not talking about the project we're working on right now. See, I went off right there, you guys. Did you see that? Oh, wait, that just wiped right up. Well, that's nice. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Marilyn. I have a steady hand. I try to, but there's days, y'all. It's not very steady. I'll tell you, I drop things and everything else, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Okay, let me grab a little more here. And this is just regular acrylic paint is all this is that I'm using. And you could do gemstones and all the things. If you don't acrylic your, or not acrylic, if you do not resin yours, you can use gemstones and all the things. But the thing is if you use gemstones and you're using resin, it will take the sparkle out of your gemstones. So that's the reason I use the fine glitter when I do resin instead of the gemstones, because the glitter stays. Yes, Lisa, I am. They sell the paint stands. Yes, the paint stands are on my website, you guys, www.rekindleblessings.com. Or you could go to my link tree below. Miss Kay always puts the link tree below. But that's the reason I use the fine glitter, because the fine glitter will still sparkle in the resin. I'm having about 50 conversations here. That's okay. Okay, I got off just a little bit right there. So what I will do is I will just widen my line a little bit right there. Thank you, Miss Kay. The shop is in the comments, Miss Kay says. Hello, Sherry. How are you? Hi, Carol Cersei. How are you? Hello. You don't say what? Well, let's back a minute. You don't have to say www anymore. Oh, you don't have to say that anymore? I always do. I always do. That's just old school. That's just my old school ways. I am definitely an old school girl, I'm telling you. My daughter, she does all my website and stuff because I mean, I can put things on there, but she takes care of everything else because I am definitely, no, I'm not techie at all. Okay, we got off there a little bit. Hi, Carol. How are you, friend? Some rhinestones around the center or too much with sparkle resin. Well, like I said, I would put rhinestones around the center, you guys, but since I'm going to resin it, it will dull the sparkle, so there's really no sense because it just becomes a blob. So that's why I don't put the rhinestones around the center, especially when I am resining. Thank you, Lenore. No, they don't stay sparkly either. I've got a tray right back here we did in private group the other night, and we used the diamond art things, and I can show you. They don't stay sparkly either. They just are they add color, but they don't stay sparkly. I can show that to you here in a second. Let me get this done and I'll show you. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why that is. You would think they would stay sparkly, but it's just like the liquid when you put it over it. I don't know if it's because the resin is sparkly or what, but it just totally takes away from the sparkle. And I hate that because I would love for them to be sparkly. Now, we could always add the resin or the gemstones on top of the resin later on. Is my honey still here or has he left, y'all? I didn't see him leave. Randy Beck, are you still here? I don't know if he left or not. We're about done, y'all. I'm sorry I'm keeping you so long doing this. My comments have stopped. My comments have stopped, y'all. I don't see any comments, so you guys give me just a minute and I will try to fix those. Here I was just waiting for comments to pop up and I'm not seeing a thing. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. There we go. I love watching you and chatting, so don't rush. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're here, Maria. I appreciate you. Hi, Iris and Cindy Lynn. How are you guys? Your dog at the vet. My grandmother's a big craft person, used to make peekaboo dolls. Oh, how cute. My mom used to make those too, April. Such a gorgeous tray, just my style. Oh, Gil, I'm glad you love it, friend. I kind of like this one too, you guys. And normally I don't like a lot of what I do. Oh, thank you, Maria. I try, my friend. I think that's just kind of due to me coming from a family that we weren't poor, but we didn't have a whole bunch. And you had to learn how to make things pretty if you wanted pretty. You know what I'm saying? Especially moving out and being on your own at a young age. And you wanted to make your house pretty. So you would garage sell and do all the things to get the stuff, and you'd have to fix them up. Okay. Show you guys. See how that dark brings that out more? Making lunch, gloomy and rainy, but it's okay. Yes, a rainy day is good every once in a while. The only reason I don't like the rain is because it makes my RA hurt. But other than that, I like rain. It's nice to have a rainy day every now and then. Thank you, Tammy. All right, somebody said something about shadowing this. We can do that. We can do that. Let me find my, let me think here, y'all. What kind of brush are you using to do the outline? I have a hard time doing this. Sherry, it is just a long, let me rinse it off here and I'll show you. It is just a long, skinny bristle brush. Do you see that bristle, how long it is? Just a long, skinny bristle brush. And those work so well. Hi, Beth. How are you, my friend from the Crafty Edge? I hope you're doing good, sister. But yes, you guys, I'm telling you, if you don't have one of those long liner brushes, you want to get one because it makes it so much easier to outline, to do lettering, to do all the things. Okay, somebody said something about, I know it won't look good. Let me see here what we got. Now I have, that's jet black patina. Let me see this one here. I'm not liking that one either. My neck hurt all night and couldn't sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, my friend. All right, let me see here, you guys. I'm going to use the handle of one of my brushes to just kind of stir this up. Oh, this has got a sparkle to it as well. Oh my goodness, everything's so sparkly. I love sparkle. Okay, somebody said something. I'm just going to stick that in there about putting a little bit of a, now this is a patina, which, there we go. Somebody said something about shadowing this. Let me wipe some of this off here. I'm just going to kind of come in with a patina right here. And we're just going to kind of put a little bit of that around that. See what it looks like here. My bristles are coming off my brush. I'm just going to kind of pull that out. Let me see if I like it, you guys. I don't know if I'm even going to like it. And if I don't, we will just paint over it. That's the good part about it. And I got it all the way down there, you guys. What did I just do? Hold on a minute. Let's wipe this a little bit right here. Just pull this off. Sandy Stanley. Let me see if I'm gonna like that. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty once we resin it. So let's just start adding it around here. And I'm just gonna kind of put it on here. Then we're just gonna kind of wipe it back. How's Sandy from Virginia? And I just do a little at a time, and the reason is that doesn't give it time to dry, and I can get off what I want to get off. Because if you let it dry, then you may not be able to wipe it back. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you, girl. Hi, Susie Zane. How are you, girlfriend? There's my friend Summertime Creations. Who do, girl? How are you? We had so much fun with Miss Summer this past week, you guys. Oh my gosh, what a blast. What a blast. So much fun. That makes it stand out. Yes, it does. It's gorgeous, y'all. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay. There we go. Now, let me get a clean one here, you guys, so I don't drag it all over the place. And I'm just going to kind of wipe a little bit around this edge. That's just going to pull a little bit off, help it blend. And this has a sparkle to it as well, so that's just going to give it more sparkle. Look at that, y'all. Woo! So beautiful. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Diane Edwards. I appreciate you, girlfriend. You guys, I got to change my trash. I got trash overflowing over here. Looks like you had a lot of fun this last weekend. We did, Susie. It was a blast. We had a lot. I got to hang out with girls that I normally wouldn't get to, so it was just amazing. It was a great time. All right, you guys, this is our tray for the day. I want to add, no, I don't know if I do or not. Let me see here. I think I'm going to let Randy resin this one, you guys, because this is going to be a hard one to resin, because I want to get up over the top of the trim. We could actually go below the trim. I could do that part. But Mr. Randy can go above that, and he can get the trim all in it, too. And he does such a great job. Thank you, Sandy Stanley. Thank you, Wanda, Mitzi. I appreciate you. And what I'm going to do, y'all, do I want to do that trim, though? Because what we could do is I could put a clear coat on the trim, and then we could put bling on that trim as well. But I want to show, somebody said something about using the diamond dots. Here's a tray we did in private group. And you can see these are the diamond dots around the edge. See how they don't shine? They're just kind of sitting there. There's kind of a, I mean, they're pretty. They add color, but that's all they do. So they do lose their sparkle. So, and I will put a little sparkle. You guys see the sparkle in that? I will put a little bit of sparkle in here as well and add to this. Either that, or I don't know whether I will or not. We'll see if the shimmer works. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Summer and Mitzi. I appreciate you guys. All right. Do you all want to do the resin with me or no? You all tell me. Do you want to do the resin or no? Thank you, Miss Kay. Because we can do the resin if y'all want to. Thank you, Mitzi. Love it. Thank you, Miss Sandy Hall. Yes. Okay, you guys want to do the resin. All right, I'll do the resin then. Let me grab my resin. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Okay. Let me think here. Okay, purple cups. Purple cups. Y'all, I don't have any clear cups. I do, but I can't find them. I have a whole bunch from my event, but I don't know where I did with them, y'all. I don't know what I did with them. Okay, I'm going to scoot that back. There's our purple cups. We are going to, let me get some gloves on because I will get this on me and I will be hating it because it's sticky. You like the dots with no shine? You do, Sandy? Yeah, the dots are cute. They're fun. They're fun. Thank you, Jerry and Rebecca. I'm going to just rip that. No, that's what you get for wearing rings. Big old rings get in the way. They rip your gloves. Let me take this off here. Let me take these rings off so that I can put my glove on here. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I love what I do. I do love what I do. I just wish that, I just wish everybody had the same passion I did about it, because honestly, creating is endless. There's so many things that you can do. I just love it. All right, let me grab a stir stick, y'all. Let me grab a stir stick real quick. It's over here in the corner. Oh my goodness. I didn't know if I was going to be doing resin or not, so I didn't get it ready. Okay, here's my little stir stick. Okay, you want to pour even amounts into your cups, okay? We're going to just pour this baby. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, that should be enough. We're going to stop right there. You want even amounts. You got part A, part B. Oh, thank you, Wanda. You're so sweet. You guys are such sweethearts. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, and we're going to pour this one into this one. Okay, let me check my amounts here. You got to make sure they are even amounts, you guys. You cannot get one higher than the other, because if you do, what will happen is it won't mix up correctly, or it won't be correct. Okay, let me see here. Right there and right there. Okay, I need just a little bit more of the other. Hold on, y'all. A little bit more of the other. Okay, that looks good to me right there. All right. Use clear cups. I'm not as good as you. Oh, Della. Yes, you are, sister. Yes, you are. You can do it. Okay. I'm just sighting this. That looks pretty good to me. All right. Alexa. Or hang on a minute, y'all. I'm not going to get Alexa going just yet. You're going to pour this into here. You're going to pour the thin one into the thick one. The thin one into the thick one. Make sure you get all of it out of there, or as much as you can. Looks pretty good. There you go. Alexa, set a 3-minute timer.
Good afternoon, Beth. 3 minutes, starting now.
Okay, and you want to stir for 3 minutes, you guys. 3 minutes. I think this is the most resin I've ever mixed. This may be way too much. But if it is, we'll put them in molds. Don't forget your glitter. Lynn, I don't think I'm going to do the glitter this time. I thought about it, and I looked at the shimmer on here, and I want that shimmer to show through. So I think I'm just going to let the shimmer show through on this one. What do y'all think? Think we should? Since I put the beautiful shimmer inside there. But you know what we could do? I could add. I've never done it before, so I don't know how it would look. Just join, what is the fleur de lis made of? The fleur de lis is it's a stencil. It's just a stencil. The shimmer is pretty. Thank you. No glitter. That's what I was thinking, Sandy Stanley. No glitter. Now, if I had a really, really fine bronze or a really, really fine gold, then I might. But I don't want to mess up what we've created here. I don't want to mess that up. Make sure you always, Mr. Randy's missing out on the resin. He is, Krista. Hi, Maddie. How are you, girl? And I'm just going to stir this for 3 straight minutes. You want to make sure you get all your, I keep going around the cup like this and knocking off the edges because you don't want to leave extra resin that doesn't get mixed in. You're all about the fleur de lis? Yes, you are in New Orleans. You're exactly right, Lana. Della, the stencil is from WoodUbend, my friend. It's from WoodUbend. Or it's actually, let me show you here. I gotta stop stirring for a second. It is a Posh Chalk And it is called Fleur-de-lis Stencil. Fleur-de-lis Stencil. And you can get it on my WoodUbend tab. I'm going to drop that right on the floor. I'll have to pick that up here in a little bit. I get to doing this and I don't hear her go off and I'm thinking, oh no, that didn't set. But I know it did. 3 minutes seems like such a long time when you're stirring. You're welcome, Miss Della. And thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. When you guys order things off of my, if you order it off of my link, it helps me a little bit. I do make a small commission. That way we can keep content coming for you guys. Alexa, stop. Okay, there's Miss Alexa. Y'all, I was looking at this and I have a spot here I want to fix really quickly. That can set for a minute. It won't hurt anything. I'm going to fix this little spot here because if I don't, then what's going to happen is I'm not going to have it the way I want it. There's like a little line right there. I just want to straighten out right there. There we go. That was pretty easy. Okay. And then I'll just take the dryer to it and it'll dry really quickly. And it'll look fine. There's a little line right there too. I can see where I got off on that little line right there. And it seems like when you do stuff like that, if you don't fix it, then you're going to see it whenever you resin, because resin heightens the look of things. So you want to make sure that you fix it if you can. Okay, let me dry this real quick, you guys, then we'll get our resin on here. Della, I don't have my link tree there. Miss K has it pinned at the bottom of the thing. Where do we get diamond dots? You can buy them at like Hobby Lobby. Okay, here we go, y'all. You ready? Here we go. Let's do this. If we're going to do it, let's do it. We're going to do it right now. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to come up right here. Okay, let me get this out of the way here real quick. Here. Got quiet in here all of a sudden. Okay. Make sure it's all the way around these edges. And that will run down into the, I'm not as good at this as Randy is. I just throw it on here. I just throw it on. Mr. Randy, he takes his time and makes it look beautiful, but I'm not one of those. I just do it. Okay. All right, you guys can see that, how pretty that's going to be. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, where's my torch? Let's knock out some of these bubbles. Uh-oh, y'all. Am I out of juice on my torch? There we go. Knock the bubbles out. And And you can see that shimmer, you guys. You can see the shimmer underneath. I am loving this so much. And then I'll have to come back in about 5 minutes after I let it sit and redo this, because what that will do is it will help the bubbles they'll raise to the top. Thank you, April. I think it's going to be, you guys. I really do. And it's got such a beautiful shimmer to it. And I will put a clear coat around that outside edge, because that outside edge will, it won't be as shiny, but when I put the clear coat on, it will. It'll just shine that up as well. I see the bubbles just a-popping, you guys. There's tons of them. Just keep it moving here. No, it does not, JoJo. It does not. Oh, you guys, that looks really good. There's hardly any bubbles in this at all. And there's a few that's down deep here, which, like I said, in 5 minutes I'll come back and check it, and then I will use my torch again on it. It really does, Joanne. It really, really does. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Thank you, Sandy Hall. See, I can see some bubbles down deep on that, but they will raise. They will definitely raise up. Some people uses a, there's some of those popped already. But some people use their heat tool, and you can use that as well if you don't have a torch. I just like the torch because it really gets in there and gets all the bubbles. Okay, there we go. It's beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. That's a big compliment, girlfriend. Resin takes it to the next level. Came out beautiful. Thank you, Miss Grace. Thank you, Miss Grace. Thank you, Brenda. I'm so glad you guys like it. Y'all, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. And if you guys have not got the new stuff from WoodUbend, the chalk paste, the color kicks, there's tons of colors. Oh, I told you I'd show you the colors. Okay, we have a white. There's an Arctic white. There's a rich, it's yellow, y'all. Or it's O-C-H-R-E. Ochre, is that how you say it? Ochre? I don't know. Argian Ocean. There's a Royal Indigo. Here's a Dandelion Yellow. There's a Bright Scarlet. And these are just the ones I have. There's others other than this. And there's a Pine Forest. And that's what I have. You can mix all those to make several different colors, like I showed you guys. Also, the new pigments, they have the not jet black, smoky charcoal, the bronze alloy, and where's the other one at? Iron black. Is that it? Yes, look at that, you guys. That's iron black. Isn't that pretty? They have all the new patina or pigments, all the new pigments. Thank you, Sandy Stanley. Thank you, Mindy McNally and Sandy Triplet. Maria, thank you. And Linda. Does the torch work better than heat gun? I think it does, Della. I think it does. Because I've got them coming to the top again, y'all. See that? If you wait a minute, you'll have them come to the top, and then you can just pop the rest of them. Because if you don't, you're going to end up having bubbles in here. So I just go back like every 3 or 4 or 5 minutes and check. And as they raise, I pop them. And you can do this for the next few minutes before it starts finally setting up and doing its thing. Thank you, Tom and Krista. I appreciate you, sister. But yes, I love, and there's all kinds of colors you can mix, y'all. There's all kinds of colors you can mix. It was funny because I was watching Sully Joe this morning. She said, Beth, have you tried any of the new stuff? And I was like, I'm going to be using it next. I'm excited. But see, here's the colors that I come up with so far. These colors here, which it's very similar to this one here. So, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you, girlfriend. But yes, it's so much fun, you guys. And I can't wait to see what colors we can come up with. Everybody's going to be coming up with different stuff. Y'all, I'm tapping that. Have you ever done a cake and it has lots of bubbles in it, which will cause lots of holes in your sponge? You tap it on the counter to bring those bubbles to the top. That's what I want to do with this tray. Thank you, Patty. But there you go, you guys. That's what I've got for you today. Sully Joe, thank you for having me. I appreciate you. Each time I'm on WoodUbend, I truly appreciate being here. And I thank you so much for all the amazing products that you have to offer all of us. Thank you, Patty. All right, you guys, have a blessed day. May God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you guys later on today. Have a blessed day, y'all. Bye, guys.